You've been at the company 6 years. The salary is good. The benefits are solid. But last month, someone you went to school with sold a small business. They made in one transaction what you'll earn in the next 4 years. You didn't feel broke. You felt something quieter than that. Like the track you're on only goes one direction. Salary income and wealth-building income are not the same thing. They behave differently. They reward different behavior. And most people never notice the difference until the gap is already too wide to close. Most people who earn good money follow the same pattern. They find a stable job, they negotiate a fair salary, they perform well and wait for the next raise. This is not a bad strategy. It is a rational response to how most income systems are structured. The salary provides consistency. Consistency reduces anxiety, and reduced anxiety makes the arrangement feel permanent. Every 2 weeks, the deposit arrives. Same amount, same date. The bills get paid. The savings account grows slowly. The calendar fills with meetings and deadlines. Life feels organized. It feels like progress. And for a long time, it is. The structure rewards showing up. It rewards reliability. It rewards not disrupting the arrangement. That is what a salary is designed to do. Not make you wealthy. Make the income easy to plan around. Most people assume salary income is the foundation of financial progress. You earn more, you save more, and eventually the savings become wealth. This belief is logical. It matches what most people were taught. It matches what most institutions reinforce. Schools teach you to get a good job. Banks approve mortgages based on salary. Retirement plans are built around consistent contributions from steady income. The entire financial infrastructure around most people is designed to work with salary income. So the belief that salary equals progress isn't irrational. It's the conclusion you reach when every system around you is built to confirm it. The assumption is that income level determines financial outcome. Earn more, have more. It feels mathematical, and in the short term it often is. A higher salary does create more room. It covers more expenses, it allows bigger purchases, it creates a visible improvement in daily life. That improvement feels like the mechanism working. It feels like the path doing what it promised. What it doesn't show is what is being exchanged for that stability, what is being quietly restructured in the background. The salary grows, the obligations grow with it, and the two rarely separate on their own. The salary system rewards one thing above everything else: continued participation. Every raise you receive is tied to staying. Every promotion is contingent on remaining available. Every benefit package is structured around your continued presence inside the arrangement. This is not accidental. Employers benefit directly from income predictability. A salaried employee with stable obligations is easier to retain than one with flexible finances and low fixed costs. The system is not designed against you. It is designed around you, around your need for consistency, around your preference for certainty, and it delivers exactly that. The incentives align perfectly on the surface. You perform well and the salary increases. You stay longer and the benefits improve. You take on more responsibility and the title changes. Each step feels like forward movement. Each reward confirms the direction. But the rewards are always structured the same way. More salary, more obligation, more reason to stay. The system never rewards exit flexibility. It never compensates you for keeping your options open. It rewards the behavior that benefits the arrangement, not the behavior that builds independent leverage. This is why the pattern repeats across industries and income levels. It is not a flaw in the system. It is the system operating exactly as designed. Every salary comes with something attached. Not just taxes and deductions, something less visible. When income becomes predictable, risk tolerance adjusts to match it. A person earning $40,000 a year thinks differently about financial risk than the same person earning $140,000. Not because they are smarter or more cautious, because the higher salary has more infrastructure built around it, more monthly commitments, more lifestyle expectations, more people and institutions depending on that number continuing. The salary didn't just change the bank balance, it changed the cost of disruption. This is the trade-off that never appears in the offer letter. You accept the salary, and the salary begins restructuring your financial life around itself. The apartment gets bigger, the car payment increases, the vacations become a baseline expectation. None of these are irresponsible decisions in isolation. Each one feels earned. Each one feels proportional to the income. But collectively, they raise the floor of what the salary must cover every single month. And a higher floor means fewer moves are still affordable. The salary grows. The floor rises with it. The distance between your income and your obligations stays roughly the same. Sometimes it shrinks. Flexibility doesn't expand automatically with income. In many cases, it quietly contracts. The constraint doesn't arrive as a single event. It builds gradually across small decisions that each feel reasonable at the time. You sign a lease that fits the salary. You buy a car that fits the salary. You build a monthly structure that fits the salary. And then the salary becomes the load-bearing wall. Remove it, and everything else becomes unstable. That is not a metaphor. That is the actual financial position most salaried earners reach without noticing the transition. This is what makes the mechanism difficult to see. Each individual decision was defensible. Each upgrade was proportional. But the cumulative effect is a financial life that requires the salary to function, not just to grow, to function. The mortgage assumes next month's deposit. The car payment assumes next month's deposit. The subscriptions, the insurance, the school fees, all of them assume the same thing. The salary is no longer just income, it is structural support. At this point, the salary stops being a choice and starts being a requirement. Leaving becomes expensive not because the job is irreplaceable, because the life built around it is. The constraint isn't the employer, it isn't the job market. It is the financial architecture that formed quietly while the deposits kept arriving on schedule. Every month it stayed the same, the structure became slightly harder to exit. This is where the compression becomes measurable. Early in a career, the cost of leaving a job is relatively low. Monthly obligations are smaller. Savings requirements are lower. The financial gap between employed and unemployed is manageable for a short period. Most people in their mid-20s could absorb 2 or 3 months without income and recover. The exit is uncomfortable, but survivable. That window is wide. 10 years later, the same person is earning significantly more, but the exit window has narrowed. The mortgage requires 12 months of reserves to feel safe. The family expenses don't pause during a career transition. The lifestyle baseline has risen to match the income. Leaving now requires more savings, more planning, more runway than it did before. The higher salary didn't widen the exit, it raised the price of using it. This is optionality compression. Fewer viable moves, higher cost per move, increased dependence on the current arrangement continuing. The number on the paycheck grew, the number of affordable alternatives shrank. Most people experience this as loyalty or stability. The mechanism underneath is something different. Each year inside the salary structure, the leverage required to exit increases. Each raise makes the next transition more expensive than the last. The exits don't disappear, they just become harder to afford. The salary kept coming, the options kept shrinking. The next raise is already being processed. It will arrive on schedule. The floor will rise to meet it, and the window will get a little smaller. It always does.